Up.
Gary,
I
get
hope
over here.
I hope everybody is all fired up, ready to go this morning. If you're not, you're a loser. Get fired up. Be thankful. Love the day. So here's today's whole discussion. Bo, you ready for this? So it's how you start everything is typically how it's going to go through the course of whatever you're doing. So, Gary, a set of whoops. What's the most important part of the section? Huh? The gasset, but where? The beginning, right? If you screw up the beginning, the end is going to be really bad, isn't it? It usually goes downhill from there if you screw up the beginning. That's how I feel about our day. If we screw up the beginning of our day, if we have the wrong mindset, the wrong perception of what's going to happen in life, it seems to last throughout the day. Now, can you reset a day? Can you reset a day? Does anybody have their reset plan of how they deal with adversity and the way to reset instead of – there's some guys here that do they puff up. They do a little puff up when something goes wrong. Joe, do you ever hear about that?
Nope.
You never knew anybody to puff up in this program?
Never.
Okay. All right. That's a lie. He's lying right now first thing in the morning. Can't start your day with a lie. Yeah, so – My question is how are you starting the day? Again, what's the first thing we don't do in the morning when that alarm goes off?
Hit the snooze.
No snoozer loser, y'all. Be thankful. Even if you're tired, it's okay. Like a lot of our society is like, oh, well, I'm tired. I need something because I'm tired. I need a Monster energy drink because I'm tired. Oh, by the way, I'm not paying them any money, so,
Slam away.
Yeah. It's them or Red Bull, you know what I mean? But no, we need to get going with some energy first thing in the morning without
Damn it,
just gonna
Portis.
say without coffee, and then Portis walks in with a giant
What's up?
a big steamer in his hand. He got a big steamer going. So yeah, like get up. Get fired up. Remember, what else? Don't touch your phone. Those of you that have a phone, right? Don't touch your phone, especially you, Devin. Do not touch your phone first thing in the morning. It can get real ugly. All right? It can be a negative thing. So what we see is where we go. Like we watch that phone, we look for negativity on that phone, and sometimes with Facebook, with other things, it's like you don't even have to be looking for it. It's just there. The negativity is just there a lot. So, no snooze or loser. We start our day with proactivity. That's the word, and that's the discussion I want to have today, proactive. Like, everything I did when I was out there running and doing what I was doing was about just reacting the wrong way to a lot of things. And being reactive in life gets us absolutely nowhere. So what is setting up your day? Not hitting the snooze button, not touching that phone and scrolling. Writing down 5 things that you're truly thankful for. We talk about those 5 things that you want to write on this paper, and you're gonna hear me say this stuff over and over. Some of you. Hey, Corey. Good morning, Jimmy Braun. I see you're watching. Love you, buddy. You start with those 5 things that to be thankful for, and you write those. So you're going to hear me repeat this for those that are new on here. It's no snooze or loser. No scrolling on that phone. If you have to open an app, a meditation app, a scripture app, anything to read for your morning routine, fine. But do not scroll for 30 minutes to an hour after you get up. Don't let it affect you. What we listen to and what we watch affects us. That's huge. Why would I want to start my day with Facebook BS? On Facebook today, we have in today's time, I'll be scrolling at night or something, and I'll see 2 kids fighting, women fighting. Facebook is constantly showing kids fighting and negative things happen. It's like, why do I want to feel that? Or what I watch affects me. I can get emotionally charged from that stuff. Why is anybody reposting this stuff? Some of the stuff that people repost is disgusting to me. Why would you want to look at that first thing in the morning? Why would I want to see a coyote coming to kill Fifi? They show the coyotes coming into the yard with the the door camera. There goes Fifi, the little poodle, dead from the coyote. The coyote hit him, Jake. The coyote hit him first thing in the morning. I don't want to see that type of stuff first thing in the morning. So I want to make sure that the beginning of my morning is all about positivity and being proactive of handling the day. I think that's what people miss about the morning routine and the importance of it. Every day is going to kick us in the butt, right? Some days a little more than others, but it's not always. I don't know any day that has gone perfectly. I don't know why we think it should. We have this belief, though, that like we're not supposed to go through adversity. We're not supposed to go through tough times. But that is just a big BS dream. It's not going to happen. Life's going to hit us, but how can we be proactive? How we can be proactive is doing these little things, writing the gratitudes, the 5 gratitudes. You want to write 5 things you're thankful for. And then remember one thing that you remember feeling thankful for, okay? I look back today, to feel it was when my oldest daughter Alexa played soccer. I used to get so pumped on how she would be out there like running around playing soccer, and some boy would come up and give her an elbow, and she would always look right at me like, should I get him? And then I'd give her like, go ahead and kick his ass quick. And she would go and run over this little kid or something, and she always looked to me like for the approval on the getting a little aggressive on the field. And I just looked back today, and that was the thought I had. Remember, we want to look back and remember feeling thankful for something to start our day. I want 2 guys here to give some examples of how you remember feeling thankful from before, like that feeling of gratitude. So remember, start your day with what you're thinking being thankful for, and what you're feeling. That feeling part is really, really, really important, okay? So that helps us be proactive. Proactive is being ready for whatever hits us today. I'm telling you right now, I've been doing this a long time. The days that I don't take time to set up my day, to be proactive about what's going to happen, I handle it differently. I don't handle it as well not being prepared. If I would have to rush out of the house, if I'd have to go to a job, or sometimes we have an emergency that I need to bust out of the house to go deal with something. Those days that happens and I don't take my time to set up and to be prepared, right? It just doesn't go as well. There's another thing. What's the key to a rutted corner, TJ? What is like the most important part of a rutted corner? Jesse, TJ, any of you riders? Huh? The entry. Why? You got to have everything set up and ready. Like the legs got to be right, the hands got to be right, your eyes got to be set on scanning through it and getting through it. So it's planning and preparing early for that. You know, Timmy Ferry taught me that. He's like, dude, if you can be seated and ready to go 10 yards before that, be ready. Like, get yourself. Don't wait till you get in it, because that allows more chance of error throughout things. That's the same thing in life. When we go on a job, okay, and we go into life and we're doing our job, a lot of times we struggle here that we just get to a job and then we react. We react to whatever's there. We then say, oh, we gotta run to the supply house. We gotta run back for a tool. We don't have enough manpower. We have too much manpower. We're not prepared. That's not proactive. We need to think through this whole thing the day before or the night before of what our day is going to be. So for me, to be proactive, this is a 2-part deal. You have your morning routine, which is this. Remember, it's no snooze or loser. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. You have your gratitude list, no scrolling. Then you have the jumping jacks or the push-ups or the sit-ups. I did them this today outside. I told the guys I was outside in a little bit of drizzle doing jumping jacks, and Max had like the fender in his mouth, like staring at me like, what are you doing? You know, I was doing my jumping jacks outside. It was nice out. So do something that gets your heart rate up a little bit real quick. It can be a minute. Like, just get yourself going and watch the difference. So those are the first things we do to set up, like, and just try them. Now, how many of you are listening to this at home or on your way to work and be like, oh, yeah, I didn't do this one and this one, but I don't have to do them all? Will you just let go of your way? That's the important part here if you're going to learn to it. Let go of what you think or how you think it happens and take some directions for a minute. Like, just try to do the things that I'm saying with as much effort as you can. Like, just go all in on your morning routine. And then you go through all these things, write your notes, write out your day, write out your goals. But then you got to review this at the end of every night. Before I go to bed, if I don't review this, I won't sleep right. I won't sleep. I have to make sure that my day for tomorrow has an overview. I got to scan what I have tomorrow. I got to look at my calendar and say, okay, I have this at 6:15. I have this at 9. I have this at noon. I have a Zoom call at noon. And then I have a meeting at 2. That's what my day is today, right? So I have 4 meetings that I have to make sure that I make it to today. I know that I have to know that the day before, and that's from reviewing this planner that we have. I got to review that to see where I'm going to go. That if we apply this whole part in everything we do, when we leave here, we're going to be much better off being proactive men and not reactive. Because reacting, I don't do nearly as well with reacting. Think about relationships. How well do you do when you react to something other than have an expect it or see what's coming? It's not
the
good.
greatest.
It's not good, is it? No. So you have a thing you can look back at. Somebody give me an example of a feeling of like a feeling, remembering a little story, a feeling of gratitude. Go ahead, Pat.
Mine goes back to my daughter, her 4th birthday. We had a big birthday party before with balloons and everything, having all of her friends there, and it was huge.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest one we've ever had, and that's one of the things I go back to for gratitude.
Yeah. Do you remember sitting there? Do you have the picture in your head of being thankful, like, oh, I'm here, I'm present for this. This is awesome. That feeling you get filled up. Your heart gets full when you remember that stuff. Like literally, close your eyes, put yourself there, and say, okay, that's how I'm gonna make beginning of my day. I'm gonna kick off today with that type of feeling. Anybody else have a thankful feeling that they want to remember? Jake, what do you got? Nobody? Come on.
I just remember when I was a kid, every year we would go to a family vacation at Smith Mountain Lake, Virginia, and it was just like it was a beautiful lake house with a dock, and our boat was there, and like that feeling of waking up in the morning and when you walk down and you go on the dock and nobody's on the lake and just silent and really smooth, just like. I don't know, the relaxation feeling and the feeling of being
Serenity.
connected with nature and everything.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Serenity's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
How many of you have struggled out there to develop a morning routine, to get up, to do the things that you need to do? How many of you really, really struggle with the morning, have struggled in the past, but are starting to see the benefits? Elliot, you just talked about it this morning. You talked about, it's finally becoming normal to get up at a certain time. You want to talk about that at all? Like what we did before, what you did before to what you're doing now?
Yeah, so like the difference just comes down to the purpose that's in my life. Like, I used to just want to sleep my life away and was okay with that, and it was like every morning it was like getting up to, I just couldn't wait to fall asleep again at night. I had no no drive to really get through the day and make use of the hours in the day. And now that I found a lot more purpose in just my life, I no longer want to sleep it away. I want to only make more use of the time I got, because it's so precious.
Yeah, but we do have the days like where, you guys went through a tough weekend. Some of you are going through a tough mental spot here, an emotional spot. You have those days where you can go back there and how you dealing with it? Like, you got to force yourself to just get those feet out of bed, get out from underneath those covers that are so warm. You know what I mean? Get up, get your feet on the ground, say that thankful prayer, say that thankful moment of, just giving you another chance to get going and starting the day proactively with gratitude. Like, we're going to have things today that affect us, you know what I mean? We're going to have those issues on a job, especially if anybody has worked in construction, you know how tough it is to deal with anything in construction, because it's like, we have those issues. Something always happens on a construction site. I've never been on a job, been in it for 30 years. I've never been on a job where it goes smoothly every day. It just doesn't happen. You have those great days, but the better prepared I am for deal with life. Jesse says on air, people with tattoos scare me. No need to be scared, Jesse. I'm a big wuss. Like, it's okay. It's just something I enjoy. But thanks for coming on here. Thanks for commenting. We appreciate it. But no need to be scared. I'm a macho marshmallow. That's what they call me. So don't sweat it. But thanks for coming on. So yeah, remember those of you that are tuning in late here, get those What are you thankful for? 5 of them. What are you grateful for? Write them down. The last one, what do you feel? What do you remember feeling thankful for? Like that feeling of being thankful. And then put your schedule together, your task list. What do you got to do today? What are the goals for today? What are the goals for the month? And tomorrow morning, I want to talk about dreaming. I want to talk about and dig into the dream of life and what you want. Like, man, we only have a really short window here. Like, we're here for a really, I mean, I'm 47 years old now. Like, I look back and how fast it's gone, and I'm like, wow, like this is happening quick. There he is. Sam Holloway is here in the morning. Sam, did you do your morning routine? Everybody wants to know if you did your morning routine. Which was? Get up and get moving, right? Yeah. So be proactive, and get moving, right? Get moving. Be thankful, right? And tomorrow we're going to dig into how important it is to dream, to have that blueprint in life. Like all of us here have a blueprint from last year. How many of you have adjusted that blueprint? How many of you need to adjust that blueprint and look at some new things? And raise your hands, you liars, because I know there's a lot of people in here that need to adjust that blueprint and that need to put it somewhere where they can dream, where they can see where they want to go, so it can create that discipline and create that buy-in and commitment to what's going on in life. Remember, okay, we're going to get out of here early today. This was going to be a short one. All right. Remember, what's really important is being proactive with your day. Being excited about your day, even if you woke up in some pain, in some, not feeling great, your attitude is a choice. Your mindset is a choice, right? We got to develop a positive mindset to get through a day and be productive and be people that want to give in society instead of take. I'll tell you right now, the mindset of negativity went with being a taker with me. I had to be a victim in everything so that I could justify my failures and my losses and losing everything that I did. It was always about what I could take or what I could get from somebody. And that is no way to live. I mean, all of you here understand, we've talked about this so many times, that our mindset of negativity allowed us to be who we were. I don't know a single person that came from where we came from that was positive. It just goes with that saying, and I say it so many times: winners win and losers lose. So it all just goes together. Let's give Freddie a big round of applause. Here's Freddie V, FXV Digital. He's in the house right now. He just got here. I wish we had a camera for the doorway that we could see everybody. But Freddie, how important is your morning routine, getting your day set up, ready to rock and roll?
Super important.
Super important.
Without it, the rest of the day is shit.
Without it, the rest of the day is shit. There we go. That's a successful business owner, Freddie V, FXV Digital. If you need a website, if you need anything digital, he's going to help you create something awesome today, aren't you, Freddie?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. He's the man. I love him. He's a good friend. He's here to have breakfast. We're doing a morning breakfast, right? Come over here to Soul Recovery Academy every Wednesday morning, 7 a.m. Have some breakfast with us, okay? Take us out here with some music, Connor. And just remember, everybody, plan your day. Get yourself up. Join us here every morning at 6:35. Talk to me about your day, what you're doing, how you're doing it. And remember, with whatever you do today, do it with soul. Later.